Hey there, everybody. My name is Meg, and I don't know if you can tell right now, but I have some pretty serious bedhead going on. I'm having a hard time taming my curls. They're all over the place. I woke up late. I have to get to class, and I don't know what to do. My hair looks bad. But I think this is a relatable issue for a lot of people, so I have a solution. A lot of the times in the morning when my hair isn't looking the best and I'm stressed and I need to get to class and I don't want it blowing all over the place because we know how windy Burlington is, I often just put my hair back in a braid, and that is like the easiest solution, and it often looks really cute too. So that's what I'm going to do today, is show you guys how to braid your hair. So the first step that I always do is gather the tools that I need. And so to do a braid, you need a hair brush, usually, because you want your hair to be brushed out to do it. And you also want to have a hair elastic, because that's how you secure it at the end. And so my mom taught me this, the first thing I always do before I braid my hair. And sometimes it's even easier if you have wet hair. But first, I like to comb out my hair and get all of the tangles out, because that way, when you are actually braiding your hair, it's going to be really easy to kind of braid the pieces together, because there will be no tangles inhibiting your ability to do so. It doesn't need to be super neat or anything, just have a good comb. And then the next step number 3, after you brush it and after you have all your tools, I usually take all of my hair and I pull it to one side. And it's also really helpful to have a mirror to do this at first, because you can kind of look to the side and start to braid, but it's most easiest when you're learning to kind of be able to watch what you're doing, and even sometimes do it while someone else is doing it. Okay, and so the next step is I'm going to take my hair and kind of however I want it styled. Make sure you check your part first to make sure everything looks how you want it to look, because once you start braiding, like, you can't change where your part is or anything. Alright, so this step, you're going to take your whole chunk of hair. You can also, I should mention, you can do this in the back too if you want a braid that just hangs straight in the back. You can choose either side. I just prefer to do it on the side where, like, the most part of my hair is. And so, like I said, you're going to take the whole chunk and you want to try to make 3 equal sections. This can be kind of hard, but kind of just like test it out and feel, because you can tell when you see the braid if all the pieces, like the 3 pieces, were all even or not, and it's kind of obvious. So you want to try to make them even. You can kind of tell if you give them a little squeeze, if they feel like they have the same kind of feel to them. And then, so once you start, you can start as high or low as you want. I'm just showing you how to do a regular braid, but there's also the French braid and the Dutch braid. And the French braid you start up higher, and the Dutch braid you go reverse, but this is just the classic one. Okay, so once you have your 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, we're gonna start the braiding process. And so I'll explain how this works first, and then I can show you. So you're gonna take turns taking each of the 3 sections of hair and swapping them in and out of each other, kind of. So putting the middle piece where the right piece was and the right piece where the middle piece was, and then doing it again with the left piece. So if you watch how I do it, you start, say I take this piece and I'm going to go and grab the middle piece at the same time, and they're just going to switch spots. See? And then you can just kind of re-grab, and then you have your 3 sections again. And then this time you're going to take the other side and you're going to do the same thing with the middle piece. So you're going to grab it and you're going to switch them. And that's basically what this is. You grab from each side and you take turns switching the pieces to the middle and back to the right and the left. So I'm just going to keep doing this. I'll do it slowly so you can see what I'm doing. One over the other, one over the other. And I've been doing this a while, so I can kind of do it fast and neatly, but it can be hard to kind of keep your hands and the pieces all separate. So that takes practice, so it's okay if you don't get it the first time. And so, yep, you're just gonna keep crossing over, right over middle, left over middle, right over middle, left over middle. And so you can go down as far as you want. And then, as soon as you are pleased with the length of your braid, you can take your hair elastic that we remembered to get in the beginning, and all you have to do is tie it off and adjust, style your hair however you want, and there you have it, the perfect braid. So no longer do I have my ugly bed head, and now everyone watching this can know how to make a great, easy, everyday hairstyle.